Close your eyes for a second and picture this. Thousands of people packed inside the most iconic arena in the world. Madison Square Garden, New York City. The lights go dim, the music kicks in, and then Donald Trump walks out. But instead of cheers, the entire arena erupts in boos. The video hits the internet. Within minutes it's everywhere: Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. People are screaming at each other in the comments, taking sides, getting emotional. But while all of that was happening, a very small group of people were doing something completely different. They were making money quietly, quickly, and a lot of it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how a moment like this, boos in an arena, gets turned into millions of dollars. And more importantly, what that means for how you should be reading the news from now on. Let's get into it. The arena that shook Wall Street. Before we talk numbers, we need to understand why this specific moment was so unusual. Madison Square Garden isn't just a sports venue, it's a symbol. It sits in the heart of New York City, one of the most historically democratic cities in America. This is not Trump's home turf. This is not a crowd that was supposed to turn on him. So when the boos rang out, it sent a signal. And in the world of finance, signals move markets. Now here's the question that financial analysts were asking in real time. And it's a very different question from what you saw on CNN or Fox News. They weren't asking why did they boo him. They were asking who knew this was going to happen before it happened, and did they position themselves accordingly. There's a concept in investing called information edge. It simply means whoever gets relevant information first profits first. The second that video went viral, 3 separate financial ecosystems started moving simultaneously. And I'm going to break all 3 of them down for you right now. The DJT stock, when a crowd becomes a trading signal. Let's start with the most direct one, the stock market. If you're not familiar, DJT is the ticker symbol for Trump Media and Technology Group, the company that owns Truth Social, Trump's social media platform. It trades on the NASDAQ. Now this stock behaves unlike almost any other stock on the market. Most stocks move based on earnings, revenue, product launches. DJT moves based almost entirely on one thing: public perception of Donald Trump. When he looks strong, the stock goes up. When he looks vulnerable or controversial, it drops. Traders have known this for a while, and they wait for moments exactly like this. The second the MSG video started spreading, day traders, people who open and close positions within the same trading day, flooded into DJT. One group said, the boos damage his image, I'm shorting this. Another group said, the controversy puts him back in the spotlight, his base will rally around him, this thing is going higher. The result, massive volatility, sharp swings in the price within hours. And here's the thing most people don't understand about volatility. Volatility is not the enemy of traders. Volatility is the opportunity. A professional trader doesn't care if a stock goes up or down. They care that it moves, because movement in either direction is how you profit if you read it right. Let me give you a simple example to make this real. Say DJT is sitting at $30. The video drops. Panic selling pushes it down to $27. Then the backlash narrative flips, his supporters respond, and it bounces back to $32. The trader who bought at $27 and sold at $32 just made an 18% return in a single day off a crowd booing someone in an arena. That's not theory, that's exactly the kind of trade that plays out around politically charged viral moments every single time. The attention economy, how noise becomes dollars. Now let's move to the second financial engine, and this one is closer to home for a lot of you watching. The attention economy. Think about this for a second. When that video went viral, who was the very first winner? Not Trump, not his critics, not the political pundits. The first winners were every single content creator who published a video about it within the first few hours. There's a strategy in the content world called trend jacking. You ride the wave of a trending topic at its peak, when the algorithm is actively pushing it to millions of people. The creators who moved fast on this story hit the jackpot. But here's the part that makes it truly interesting from a financial standpoint. Not all views are worth the same money. There's a metric called CPM, cost per mil, which is how much advertisers pay for every 1,000 views on a video. And the CPM for American audiences watching political and financial content is among the highest on the entire platform. We're talking anywhere between $15 and $40 per 1,000 views. Compare that to general entertainment content, which might pay $2 or $3 per 1,000. So a single video on this topic that pulls 1 million American views generates between $15,000 and $40,000 from ads alone. Now multiply that across dozens of channels, hundreds of videos, all covering the same viral moment over 48 hours. You're looking at millions of dollars flowing through the content ecosystem, generated entirely by one moment of crowd noise in an arena. The algorithm doesn't have a political opinion. It doesn't care about left or right. It only cares about one thing: engagement. And controversy drives engagement like almost nothing else. Prediction markets, where politics becomes a tradable asset. Now we get to the third financial layer, and this one is the most fascinating. Prediction markets. Platforms like Polymarket and Kalshi allow people to bet real money on the outcomes of political events. Who wins the election? Will a certain policy pass? How high will approval ratings go? These are fully legal platforms, and they move billions of dollars in volume during major political cycles. When the MSG video dropped, something very specific happened on these platforms. Traders who saw the boos as a sign of weakening support, especially in a city like New York, in an arena that was supposed to be at least somewhat friendly, started repositioning their bets. Millions of dollars shifted in real time. And here's what makes this genuinely fascinating from an analytical perspective. Every person repositioning their money was essentially answering the same set of questions. Was the booing organic or organized? How large was the hostile section of the crowd? Does this reflect broader sentiment or just a New York anomaly? Each one of those questions isn't a political debate. It's a data point feeding a financial decision. This is what I mean when I say that modern politics has become a tradable asset class. The same way an oil price spikes on a geopolitical statement or gold moves on a Fed announcement, viral political moments now move markets, shift betting odds, and redirect money flows within minutes. The people who understand this are not sitting in comment sections arguing. They are sitting at their desks, analyzing and executing. How to read events like an investor. So what's the actual takeaway here? What do you do with all of this? Here are 3 principles I want you to carry with you every time you see a major news moment trending online. Principle number 1, controversy equals liquidity. Every highly controversial event pulls attention, and attention pulls money. Whether it flows into ad revenue, into volatile stock trades, or into prediction markets, money follows the noise. Train yourself to see controversy not as a distraction, but as a signal that capital is in motion somewhere. Principle number 2, timing is the entire game. The creator who publishes in hour 1 makes 10 times what the creator who publishes in hour 48 makes. The trader who enters the volatility early captures the biggest move. The bettor who repositions before the narrative settles gets the best odds. Speed combined with clear thinking is the most valuable skill in the modern information economy. Principle number 3, never play in the emotional arena. The vast majority of people watching that MSG video were doing one thing: reacting. Getting angry, taking sides, firing off tweets. The people who profited were completely silent. They were in front of their screens, calm, analytical, looking for the opportunity hiding inside the chaos. Emotion is free, analysis pays. Every single time you see a trending moment, there are 2 kinds of people in the room: the ones who feel it and the ones who profit from it. The difference between those 2 groups is not intelligence, it's perspective. Every time you see something blowing up on your feed, a political moment, a celebrity scandal, a viral event, remember what you learned today. There are 2 questions you can ask. The first question is, who's right and who's wrong? The second question is, where is the money going? One of those questions keeps you in the comment section. The other one puts you ahead of 99% of people consuming that same piece of content. You now know how boos in an arena connect to stock movements, ad revenue windfalls, and real-time shifts in prediction markets. That's the lens, use it. If this kind of analysis is what you're here for, breaking down world events through the lens of money and markets, then make sure you're subscribed, because this is exactly what we do here every single week. And drop a comment below, tell me which event you want us to dissect next, because there is always a financial story hiding underneath the headlines, always. I'll see you in the next one.